Hello and welcome to Study with Sri. I am discussing Indian polity by M. Lakshmikant, 6th edition, chapter wise. Now I am in part 7 of historical background and started the Crown Rule 1858 till 1947. So, first act was Government of India Act of 1858. The significance of the act was enacted in the wake of revolt of 1857. We know that 1857 revolt was called as First War of Independence or the Sepoy Mutiny. The act known as the Act for Good Government of India, very important, the act was known as the Act of Good Government of India, abolished the East India Company, very important, abolished the East India Company and transferred the powers of government, territories and revenues to the British Crown. And जितना भी पावर था गवर्नमेंट का टेरिटरीज में एंड रेवेन्यू में वो ट्रांसफर कर दिया गया ब्रिटिश क्राउन में. The features of this act were as follows. It provided that India henceforth was to be governed by in the name of Her Majesty, means India was governed by the name of British Crown. Okay, it changed the designation of Governor General of India to the Viceroy of India. Do comment who was first Governor General of Bengal and first Governor General of India. So it changed the designation of Governor General of India to the Viceroy of India. Viceroy was direct representative of British Crown in India. Lord Canning thus became the first Viceroy of India. It ended the system of double government by abolishing Board of Control and Court of Director. We know that the system of double government was introduced at the time of Pitt's India Act 1784. But this act ended the double government system. It created a new office called as Secretary of State for India, vested with complete authority and control over Indian administration. The Secretary of State was a member of British Cabinet, so he was responsible ultimately to the British Parliament. Okay, it created a new office called as Secretary of State for India, who was directly responsible ultimately to the British Parliament. Next, it established a 15-member Council of India to assist the Secretary of State of India. The council was an advisory body. The Secretary of State was made the chairman of the council. Very important, it established the 15-member councils of India to assist the Secretary of State for India. The council was an advisory body, and the Secretary of State was made the chairman of the council. Next, it constituted the Secretary of State in council as a body corporate capable of suing and being sued in India and in England. Means it constituted the Secretary of State in council as a body of corporate capable of, जिसके पास power रहेगा, capability रहेगा of suing or being sued. Suing means मुकदमा. इंडिया एंड इंग्लैंड में जो भी मुकदमा का केस होगा वो सॉल्व करने में कैपेबल होगा सेक्रेटरी ऑफ स्टेट इन काउंसिल. So, the Act of 1858 was however largely confined to the improvement of administrative machinery by which Indian government was to be supervised and controlled in England. It did not alter any substantial way the system of government that prevailed in India. इंडिया में जो सिस्टम चल रहा था उसमें ऑल्टर नहीं किए, तो वो जैसे चल रहा था. So 1858 was so significant because it improved the administrative machinery by which Indian government was to be supervised and controlled in England. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next video.